And what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is your friend Sheep Ludes. I know I've been gone a long time. It's been a whole 3 days. Give me a break, okay? Now, some of you may notice that I don't have a webcam. It's because I have not set it up yet. Some of you more decalcified pineal gland viewers may think that I've been captured by the US government and cloned, like Eminem, or who else is a target of clone conspiracies? I don't know. I can't think of anyone else who's been cloned. Oh, Gucci Mane. Yes, that's a good one. Perfect. But I just simply haven't plugged it in yet, though I guess that's not dispelling the cloning allegations, but take my word for it. I'm not a clone. It'd be sick to be cloned, man. Actually, I think that would be that would be sketch actually. I don't think I would really enjoy seeing a clone. I feel like as a human, you don't really know what you look like, so if you see yourself out in the world, you might like turn to dust. Not really sure how that works. Anyways, let's talk season 7 of NBA 2K23 My Team that we just got our first information on. Now, normally I would put the courtside report up on the screen, but honestly, there's about 2.5 paragraphs and not a whole lot of information. So let's just talk about what we do know. Level 40 is Invincible Zion Williamson, which I mean, I guess if like Bull and Chet didn't exist, I guess this would be kind of cool. But we're at the point now where I don't think Zion's really cracking too many lineups, so it's kind of a dud, honestly. He's going to crack my all New Orleans Pelicans lineup, but I just don't know if that's really what I'm looking for at this current moment. So there's that. At the beginning of level 40, we got a 97 overall Josh Giddey, who, if I had to guess, is probably going to be identical to this Josh Giddey from season, was it 5? Yeah, it's just going to be this card. Like identical to this card. Probably even slightly worse because that's how 2K rolls. So, look, I've seen a lot of people say that it's trash, but I will say for newer players, is it ideal? No. Is it still better than like the free agent cards we were getting for a while? Yes. Is it better than the Evo Shaq? For a new player, yes. For like an experienced player, somebody who plays this game all the time, probably not because there's no Evo attributes. But you know, I'm not really too upset at it. Like, it's whatever. For somebody who just gets the game, because it's going to be going on sale heavy over the course of, like, the next month or so. So, like, somebody who just hops on, giving them a 97 overall Josh Giddey's kind of cool, I guess. Because this card is kind of decent. I still run him. So, the only other thing we were given, in addition to obviously we're getting new, rewards in all of the modes, but they didn't tell us what they are, is we get another set of 450 base set cards. Hell yeah. I'm saying that sarcastically. You can't see my face, but my god. So this is really cool stuff. So we got all-time greats, 15 per team. So the best way to look at it is just look at the trophy case. Like, it's going to look like this, except it's going to be actual players. It's basically what they should have done with the trophy case from the beginning. Each of them lock in for dark matters too. So like each set will lock in for like a specific dark matter. I don't know if they're going to be invincibles or what. Yeah, an invincible player reward. So I don't know if that's going to be per team or if that's going to be per conference or what's going on. I will say that they did come out with the graphic, and it looks like there's some dark matters already. So there's that. I don't know if that's necessarily hype or not. I'm not really sure about that. The reason I'm not hyped about this is because it's just simply here to muddle up packs. Like that's what it's here for, as per usual. Like that's what they add all these base sets for. It's for collector level and to muddle up packs. So not exactly gassed, to say the least. So in addition to that, they gave us two, I guess, looks at the reward cards. So we got, and we don't know what they're for yet. That's kind of important to understand before we even proceed here. We don't know what the rewards are for as of yet, but I can tell you that we are getting a 99 overall Rick Smits, which is pretty cool, and an invincible Dominique Wilkins. So if I had to guess, I would say Invincible Dominique. They're both going to be multiplayer. I can tell you that for sure. I would guess Rick Smits is unlimited, and I would guess Invincible Dominique is either limited or clutch time. I haven't played a single game of clutch time this entire season, which is crazy to me. That's nuts. I used to play Clutch Time all the time, but yeah, so that's super fun, I guess. I don't know, obviously, anybody else, but it could be worse. I guess I don't know. Now, my thing about the base set is people are pretty actually excited about it. Rightfully so. I think in theory you would look at this and you would be like, "Yo, that's pretty tight." But if you've been playing 2K for any number of years, like you know what it is at this point. Like you know what's happening here. Like it's not something that you should really be excited about. Yeah, there's like a Dark Matter LeBron and a Dark Matter Jordan and a Dark Matter Kareem, and there's also like Opal Luca and Isaiah Thomas and Tim Duncan and Shaq, Sean Kemp. I don't know who the other one is. I'm trying to look at this tiny little picture. I can't tell, but basically they're going to be identical to past versions. Like the LeBron that we get is going to be the playoff LeBron. Like we're just going to get another version of playoff LeBron. Like it's going to be this card. It's literally going to be this card. Again, we're going to have a third version of this exact same card. Normally we do get a bunch of LeBrons, but this is a whole different beast. Like this is the third version of the exact same LeBronathan. Frustrating. Just like if you look at the other cards, like Kobe Bryant's going to be an Opal Kobe, right? So he is, if I had to guess, going to be this Kobe. Quite literally this exact Kobe. To a T. Obviously, he's going to have less Hoff badges, but basically, it's going to be the same card with, half the Hoff badges. Okay. I'm. Yeah, this will be the same Kareem. It'll be the same Kareem here. The Michael Jordan will be. I don't know. Probably the same as not the hero version, but I think what was it? Was it Elemental? Yeah, it'll be this Michael Jordan. Like, you know what I mean? So they're just doing the same concept that they were doing with the playoff set, just again with like all-time players. So it's I don't know, man. It's frustrating. Some people are excited about it, and if you are, that's cool. More power to you. I'm not gonna hate on you if you are excited about it. I personally just am not. That's just me. So cool. They're still going to do playoff evos as well, by the way. They've already confirmed that as well. It's basically all the information the blog has really gave us. We are going to continue to get playoff evos. They have a whole new set of 450 base set cards. And I would assume there's going to be pink diamonds and stuff, by the way. Like, if I had to guess what they're going to do with the base sets, it's going to be one or two dark matters per team, a few opals, and the rest will be PDs. So, like, let's take the Miami Heat, for instance, right? There'll probably be like a dark matter Jimmy Butler and like a dark matter Dwayne Wade that's the same as the one from the new edition set, right? Oh, and LeBron. So maybe they'll do three, but two for sure. And then we'll have other guys in here, like there'll be like an Opal Bosch and like an Opal Alonzo Mourning, maybe like Eddie Jones in here, like someone of that nature, especially cards that already exist, right? Who are some other Heat legends? I have no idea. Who's a legend? Dan Thunder Marley. Um, I have no idea. Bam Adebayo for sure. Yeah, why did I pick the Heat? The Heat are a hard team to do. And then there'll be some pink diamonds like Birdman, Udonis Haslam, etc., etc. You get the general gist of what they're going to do here. And they're going to clog up packs. So we're going to be pulling them probably more often than regular cards, if I had to guess, right? Also, if you're considering buying the season 6 super packs, please don't. I know I'm a couple days late on that, but please don't buy these. They're not worth it. Like it's real bad. Don't do it. Like the pack odds are horrendous. Like if you pull a dark matter, it's going to be Jalen Green or Ron Artest or like J.R. Smith or somebody you don't care about. So just accept that before going forward, and like maybe you'll live a little bit less stressful of an existence at this point. Cards really aren't that much cheaper, by the way, leading into season 7. Anybody who's opal or below is going to be cheaper, minus the heroes. The heroes are still going to be expensive, of course. They are definitely down in price a little bit, but I mean, as you can see from Hito Turkoglu, there's still not very many heroes, so the hero drop rates on these are still crazy low. But if you're interested in finding any of these cards, there's still not as many cards out as you would expect, though, which is a good thing, because that means people aren't buying as many super packs, though 2K did just have a call today where they discussed having the best microtransaction quarter they've ever had, which is, I don't know if I buy that personally, but I think I might, because of Park. I think they doubled the amount it costs to max out a player in Park, so I think that's kind of making up for the my team lack of monetary like activity, because there's like a lot less people opening packs than there was in say 2K20, but it costs double the amount to like max out a my player, and the my player base is still as strong as ever. So I would guess that's where that's coming from, but I don't know. If you're interested in getting any of these guys, though, you're gonna be able to get them for dirt cheap, comparatively to what they were just a few days ago. Like looking at guys like from the Supersonic pack, like I'm sure AK is still expensive. He's still down quite a bit though. AK was like 85K a couple days ago. So there's still value to be had here. It's just not necessarily what you would want. You know, it's not the value you would expect. The Dark Matters, there's not a whole lot of value there. They are down in price because the pack odds are actually semi. Oh, I was about to say okay. They're not okay. They're better. They're better, so naturally there's going to be more Dark Matters out than there was, but still not great. And any of the really, really good Dark Matters are obviously going to be dropping at a way, 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 way lower rate. And there's still cards like Ilgauskas and stuff, which are, although marketably less expensive than they were, still pretty pricey. So look, going into season 7, if there's some guys that you want to pick up, I would say go for it at this point, especially if they're opal and below, like guys like Jalen Rose, maybe like Gerald Wallace. I wouldn't even say the generational guys are so cheap, but I mean they're good still, I guess. You know, let's see who's some other ones. Shane Battier, Kevin Porter Jr. was like 35K the other day. He's like, is he still like 35K? Because I'm gonna sell him if he's that much. Still like 25K. Mark Gasol, guys like this, like they're worth picking up for this cheap price. I mean, we're gonna get better cards in season 7, but in the meantime, they're worth picking up. Mark Gasol's still like 45K. Well, he's like 35, but still, you know. Looking at out of position, like Ilgauskas is affordable now. Hito's cheaper. Anton Jameson is dirt cheap. You know, Elemental set like Kuzma and Gudmundsson. Gudmundsson's probably the dirtiest of cheap. Look at that mustache, dude. This guy rules, man. But anyways, you can pick up some dudes, get yourself ready for Season 7 Unlimited, which, if I'm correct about it, Rick Smits is going to turn it into an absolute sweat fest. So, you know, it is what it is. Hey, if you have any predictions on reward cards for specific modes, please drop them in the comments below. Honestly, I have no idea. I wish that I could drop some heat as far as like who we could expect, but I really don't know. Like I don't. I'm sure Ben Wallace will get a new card soon, but he seems kind of like a pack guy, maybe like a Domantas Sabonis or something of that nature. Will make an appearance. We're definitely getting endgame cards, by the way, sooner rather than later. We're going to be getting a new Invincible every single drop from this point forward. I would say Danny Granger is probably going to get a new card here shortly. Larry Johnson's usually a good kind of shout for like a reward card. They typically like to throw him in there. Bob Nedelicki's never like a bad call. Trying to think of someone else. Robert Ory, potentially. Kelly Oubre, he sometimes gets one. Maybe they drop Oubre, but I feel like we just got one not too long ago. Now, we already got our obligatory Malik Sealy, so we don't really need him. There's no one else that really sticks out in my mind. Maybe like Bobby Jones. Or like, yeah, Bobby Jones actually makes sense. I'm going to say Bobby Jones. Maybe like a Del Curry type beat, like Gobert. I think they usually give us Gobert at some point. So I don't know. Like I said, jump in the comments with your speculations as far as who you think is going to get reward cards. And as always, it's been your friend Sheep Lose. Hopefully I'll be back up running normal as of tomorrow. So peace.